What's going on, guys? It's Unknown Player here, and today we're going to take a look at the final multiplayer map within the Havoc DLC. This is Core, and we're taking a look at all 4 of the multiplayer maps so far, and also Zombies. If you want to see the videos I've made on those, check out the playlist in the description. There's a full host of Havoc videos for you to check out. But this is the final map we're going to take a look at, and this is the last of the early gameplay I've been able to show you guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed all this early look at the Havoc map pack. And yeah, this is a map called Core, and the map event for this is actually pretty strange. It's got these Decontamination drones. They're like these blue pads, and they kind of are around the map, and they release these drones. If you get it from a care package, it's not one of those events that will happen halfway through a game randomly at any point. You have to get a care package, and within the care package you've got a very good chance of getting the dynamic map event. And with this you can get these drones that kind of fly out of these, and they just kamikaze into you. You can shoot at them and destroy them if you see them pretty quick enough, because they are quite slow and they're easy to shoot, but they're very similar to assault drones in the sense they just kamikaze into, they fly into you. I can't remember whether they just like hit you, whether they explode, whether there's a blast radius. I don't think there's much of a blast radius, and they're not like too lethal, but they are definitely obviously going to be chasing after you. And when those drones are active, you're going to see them on minimap, and you need to be aware that they're going to be coming after you and possibly flying into you if you see them. And I think they will also not be able to see you if you're rocking blind eye. I was using blind eye, and none of them actually came through. I'm not sure whether I just shot them all or whether they were focused on someone else, but none of them went after me, so I think you can avoid them all if you have the blind eye perk. But that is the dynamic map event for this map. It's through a care package, not a random thing that happens all the time, and someone can get a few kills from these drones. So now you know what to expect and what these little drones are, and maybe how to avoid them. But this is quite a weird map. I'm not really sure what to think. It's got some very open parts. It's not very vertical at all. It's got like 0 verticality, and that's something that struck out to me. It's all completely grounded. There's like one level. It's not like most maps where it takes place on a few levels. The whole thing is basically one level, and they kind of limit your verticality. There's pretty much not much point of having an exosuit, apart from a few buildings you can hop on top of, like windows you can jump into. Other than that, is mainly on the ground, and there's just a few buildings. There's very tight tall structures. I think you're inside this big like core reactor, and there's not really much place you can jump and get an advantage. There are a few spots, but for the most part it's nowhere near how vertical most of the other maps are. So it's a very different one in the sense of that, and it doesn't have as many levels, as many buildings, but yeah, it's got some very like weird feel between like an abandoned like old area which has got like nothing in it. Everything's very old and rusted and decayed, and it's also got this like futuristic feel. They're much like giant like spider drones that are like mining away, or I think decontaminating. Not sure what they're doing, but some very strange drones, and they make quite a lot of noise. So if you're trying to like listen in, there's quite a lot of drilling going on, but there is very weird like spider drones just crawling around the map randomly. And yeah, it's a very strange map in general. I think it's pretty cool, pretty standard. Now that you've seen all of the Havoc maps, let me know which is your favorite and what you think of them. What's your impressions of these maps? I'd say Sideshow is probably my least favorite, and Urban is my favorite. Sideshow is very open, more for snipers. I'm not really a sniper, and I kind of prefer a little bit more close quarters action. And I'd definitely say Urban is my favorite, simply because it's like the new smallest map in the game. So definitely check that out if you haven't seen it already. But yeah, you'll see me going to work with the Bal and also the IMR. Didn't actually use submachine gun on this map. I just find it a little bit too open. I didn't really want to use a submachine gun, be rushing around, and also there were a ton of kill streaks. They were doing pretty well, like bombing run. As I said, it's quite an open map, so kill streaks tend to do pretty well. But for the most part, I was rocking, I think, the Bal 27 in the domination games, and I was also playing, I think, team deathmatch with like 4v4 or like 3v4. I'm not sure if all the people joined in, but it's pretty empty. And when there's not a lot of people on this map, it is very, very empty. It was like running around the map searching for people, and it was quite empty in the map. But once it's like 6v6, it plays pretty normal, and the map is filled out well. So I'd say it's definitely a medium-sized map, definitely not that large, but it plays very well. It's actually got like its dedicated lanes. As I said, there's not much verticality. It's very much just like narrow lanes and lines of sight, kind of like a traditional Call of Duty map where there's not much verticality. It's mainly just locking down lanes and areas like that. So let me know your thoughts on this map and the Havoc DLC. Hopefully you enjoyed all of my early footage. If you did enjoy it, definitely give it a like rating. I'd appreciate that. And as I said, go check out all the other videos I've made on the Havoc DLC. We've got Zombies, all the other multiplayer maps, and lots more videos to come. So check out that playlist. There's going to be a ton of videos in there. So hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys later.